Thanks for having me in this fine establishment.
This fine establishment, yes, sir. Anytime.
I haven't talked to you about what do you think of the Trump assassination attempt?
Oh shoot,
What
should
do
we
you think about when
starting
that
out the
happened?
gates with that?
Yeah, let's start with
Shoot.
what do you think when that happened?
Oh, in a way, I was surprised, but also I wasn't surprised.
I thought it. I'm surprised it didn't happen a long time ago. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, just because there's so much hate on either side that something had to happen sooner or later.
hmm
But um, I don't know. I don't really pay much attention to politics anymore. Like, to be honest, I don't know
it's kind of a
who
waste of
I'm.
time. I try and stay out of it too.
Yeah, I don't know who I'm voting for.
What do you
Or not who I'm voting for. Okay,
mean?
I'm not voting Biden. I'll say that, but I don't know if I'll vote just because I don't feel
Well,
like
you don't feel
Trump
like
is
it's
the best choice either.
really?
I feel like it's picking between the worst of two evils.
No, I'm not judging you, but
Like,
what do you think? What do you
mhm,
feel is wrong with voting Trump? Like, what do you not agree with that he does? Or
yeah,
not saying I'm super educated.
yeah. I'm not very educated either
I
because I
feel like
stopped paying
he's the
attention. But
best option there is, and I don't know. I've watched him for a while. I kind of like
hmm
him. But
yeah, well, I like him more than Biden for sure. Like, he's the better of the two. Um, but just the controversy that comes with him and like Trump versus Biden, like it's the next Conor McGregor match. Like,
yeah, I know what you mean.
it's it's all just a show, and I don't like it. Um,
It's kind of interesting, but sometimes I wonder, like, is this all staged? Like, like,
in a way, I'm I wouldn't be surprised if some of it probably is, but
hmm like I was just
I don't
thinking
know.
today, like, I mean, that election in 2020, like, people can deny it, but you've seen videos of people burning votes and crap.
Well, and there's that movie like 2,000 Mules or something like that.
What's that?
Um, it was a movie like it was a nonfiction movie, so it was more like a documentary about people uh, who took mail-in ballots and like changed them or just took people's names and made ballots out of it, voting
Hmm.
for Biden.
Oh,
But
it was actually about, or was it about a different character, but it was supposed to be
no, no,
like,
no, it wasn't. Nothing was made up. It was all like CCTV
oh, it was a
footage.
documentary.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
CCTV footage, like real people coming out and saying, "Yes, I did this," and
Dang.
I feel bad about it, uh, or like they got
They
paid
felt
for their
bad about it.
testimony, or
So were they made to do that?
I don't know. My mom watched it and she told me
That
about it,
is
but
weird.
yeah,
No, because I know there was dead people voting and all kinds of
yeah.
goofy
Well, that
crap.
was the main thing that my mom said the mules did was they took recently
What's the
deceased
mules
people.
that
The mules were the people who uh,
got the
got the ballots and forged them and then turned them in.
so they aren't an actual position, but they were a made position
What
to
do you
do
mean?
fraud, or what do you mean?
They were the ones taking ballots. So if
So
you
they
had
stole them, or they were the ones who took them and were
no, no,
supposed to be counting them, but then they messed with them and messed them
neither. So if you were recently deceased, I would order a ballot in your name, make it Dalton Mersinger votes Democrat all the way down the board or Republican all the way down the board, and then I would go turn it in as if I were you in like those big mail-in like things.
up. Wow.
And like in some states, that's why there was like say the night before it was 49 to 51%.
And then all of a
Well,
sudden, it just goes up just
yeah,
the amount to be able to pass.
yep,
Yeah.
just the amount, or it would just like skyrocket.
There's no way to
Like
track.
it just
There's.
doesn't make sense
hmm
how that happens overnight. Like it could, don't get me wrong, it could just because people don't count the votes until everything's done for the day. They count them and then they put the results in. But I don't know. if it goes up that much, I'm like, it
Mm-hmm.
looks a little suspicious to me.
And it's not even like Biden's like campaign was that good. I don't know, bro. I couldn't even
Yeah.
see him like on its own on a fair plane. I couldn't even see him winning in 2020. Like people were mad at
Hmm.
Trump for the COVID thing, but like I don't know. I
Hmm.
couldn't even get that mad at him because we were in a
Yeah.
new situation. Everybody was freaking out, not even knowing what to do. So
Yeah.
like
Well,
he
and
did the best he could with what he was dealt with, really.
yeah. I mean, there's so many better ways both of them could have handled it, Trump and Biden.
Probably.
But um, yeah, like you said, there's different situations. There's uh, different things came about that shifted where the country was at. Um, abortion and Roe v. Wade getting overturned was a big
Yeah.
one. Uh, More
I don't even
recently,
remember
but
ever even debating about that. I mean, I wasn't alive when Roe v. Wade started, but like
no.
that was never that big of a debate before, and then now all of a sudden it's just like everybody lost their mind about
Yeah.
it. Like I don't know
Well,
why we have to divide even more.
I think everyone kind of accepted, like, yeah, the Supreme Court made this. Maybe you don't agree with it. A lot of people didn't agree with it, including myself, but it is what it is. Like, what can we do?
So what was the original rule?
Roe v. Wade was saying that abortion is legal uh, across the country, but then the more recent one, Dobbs v. Jackson, I think it
That's
was
up to the
Jackson,
states. Then.
that's
Yeah.
up to the states.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, it's like in Illinois, it's legal to have an abortion, but in Missouri, they're working to make it illegal if they haven't
So it
already. I'm
is
not
legal
sure.
right now, or
In
oh, you're not
Illinois,
sure.
it is.
Yeah, I know. I'm talking about Missouri.
Missouri, I'm not
They're
sure.
like confused, I guess.
Yeah. Well, because they have one of the lowest number of like Planned Parenthood clinics, but
Dude, I hate
I'm
that
not
name.
sure if it's legally like in the legal system, and I'm not sure if it's outlawed yet or not.
I got you.
I haven't heard anything,
I'll have
but
to look at that. They
yeah,
haven't talked about it in a long time, so who knows?
yeah, everything gets hyped up for like a month, maybe
That's
two
how
months, and then
everything.
just
I
disappears.
just seen a video, or no, it was a email list I'm subscribed to. This guy who was saying like how people right now everything's going so fast because something happens. People are so hyped about talking about it for like the day. Then the next day it's just gone. Everybody forgets, doesn't
Yeah,
give a crap anymore.
yeah.
But that's
I haven't heard anything about COVID in how long? 2 years?
but now Biden's got COVID. Now that Trump got shot, now they have to talk about Biden's got COVID and he's fighting or
Yeah.
something.
Well, it's like, well, even then, it's like the president's sick. Like they don't hype it and be like, "Oh my gosh, the country's gonna go under if he dies or anything." It's like, yeah, he's older and
Go
he's
under like more than it already has.
well, yes,
No, but then
but like
Kamala.
it goes. Um, it's like it's not as hyped as it was 3 years ago when it was 2021 and
Yeah.
everyone was still wearing masks and all that.
Hmm.
But sorry, what were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say like if he dies, then Kamala takes over, and then
Yeah, I'm not sure that would be better.
no. Have you
Um,
seen? I've seen videos. I mean, I've seen Bill Gates saying wild crap about this too, talking about if we invest in reduce population and stuff like
oh
this,
yeah,
like
I've seen that.
it's just weird.
It's
Maybe it
just
was AI created, but it seems
yeah,
pretty real.
go get him, go get him.
What was your reaction like when it happened? Then, like, what did you think?
When what happened?
The Trump like attempt thing.
Oh, the assassination. I mean, like I kind of said earlier, I wasn't surprised that it happened, but it's odd to me that the dude was a registered Republican
But
and
he donated
he
to
did
the.
donate
Did
to.
you watch that Dylan Page guy? Or
I
I
didn't
I
know.
sent those videos
Was
to
that
you.
what it was?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he does a lot of news
yeah,
stuff. He's pretty unbiased. He's a
yeah,
pretty good guy.
yeah. I need to go back and watch that because I see like the random headlines and stuff,
Hmm.
and I'm like, is that really true, or is
You
he
can't
trying to
even.
reel you in,
You know
or
what they?
what?
I mean, I watched this one podcast, and sure, it's probably a little bit biased because it's probably pretty right leaning.
Mm-hmm.
But like, apparently CNN's original headline for that happening was that Trump fell. They didn't say that he got shot. They just said he
I
fell
saw
on
that
stage
too.
or something
Yeah,
like.
yeah. I'm
Dude,
pretty sure that
what?
was true.
So yeah, he.
Like,
You can't even really trust like
well, any media,
No.
CNN, Fox, like,
Yeah, it's all biased.
well, and they're owned by the same people too. So
Really?
it's all, yeah, they're all owned by the same company. So it's just to get
It's
a
just
rise out
built
of
to
people.
divide.
Yeah,
That's terrible. I didn't even know
yeah.
that.
I mean, not to be like, uh,
Conspiracy.
no, no, I'm not. I'm not going down that road. Not to be like history shram or anything, but like in Washington's farewell address, he warned against parties and factions and stuff. It's like they're just they just make people separate and
Hmm.
argue and fight and hate each other,
Yeah.
and it's definitely a true thing.
No, it's true. I think what
But
we have today is not what they would have wanted at all. The
no,
founding fathers.
no, it would have been better if we all just ran as Americans,
That's what I've been saying.
because like I know people who just vote based on the letter behind
You should
the
vote.
people's name. If it's a D, then all the way down the board. If it's R, all the way down the board. Like, you don't
It's
even know
stupid,
the
man.
person. What if, like, my mom's a Republican county board member, but she works with Democrats all the time.
Hmm.
Like, and she says many of them are awesome people. Like, she has awesome relationships with them, hangs out with people every week,
Well, because the thing
and like,
is,
sorry,
you're
they
good.
work together, and like they could disagree on some stuff, but like if it was a voting match, maybe she would vote for them because they work well together, and
Hmm.
they uh, can help make the county a better place. But people just don't seem to get that we can work together anymore. They say,
You can't.
"Oh, you're a Republican, you're a Democrat, I hate you. Like, how dare you even like be who you are, believe what you believe."
It's ridiculous because yeah, people just get caught up in what political thing you identify with, and we shouldn't be focused on this so much. Like even if it's our own family that believes something different, we can't get all divided and think they're a lesser person just because they believe a certain thing. Like
Yeah.
I think that's what they want us to do is they want us to be divided like this.
Hmm.
They want to tear the family apart and everything else just
Yeah.
because of Trump and Biden. Like it's stupid,
Yeah.
dude. It really
I
is.
wonder how things would be if someone besides Donald Trump won in 2016, like Marco Rubio or a Ted Cruz,
Ben Carson.
Ben Carson. Yeah, like if any of them won instead, I don't think it would be this bad because they're more moderate than Trump,
Hmm.
but also they didn't have to go through the things that he
I
did
feel like Trump.
between 2016 and 2020. But
True. I feel like Trump is pretty moderate in some ways, but people just don't. I think it's just because he's like very vocal and he doesn't put up with stuff. So people just they don't really. It's kind of like the thing with Andrew Tate. Like they don't really listen to what he says. They
mm-hmm.
just hear a few words and then throw a fit and say that he's so
Yeah,
far this way. And
yeah, well,
like Trump isn't even completely banning abortion, you know. Like but people like act like he is, and they act like he's gonna deport people. And
yeah, yeah. Which I'm not educated on that stuff, so I'm not going to say
I'm not
anything on
really
it.
either. I'm
But
not gonna lie.
like about the Andrew Tate and Donald Trump comparison you just did, um, I can see why you say that for sure. Just because like when you're more vocal, people tend to think you're uh, what's the word? Like you're just more angry or you're more strong in your beliefs,
Yeah,
and
they take you more as an aggressor.
yeah, like hardcore kind of
Hmm.
person. Like you're not gonna shift in your values. And you're gonna fight for them, which there's no
Exactly.
issue in that.
That's respectable.
But it's anymore. It's to the point where if you don't believe what I believe, then we're gonna start a war over it. Like
Pretty much.
I'm just done with politics. I don't. It's just
It's what I've been
stupid.
saying, and you've probably seen some of my stuff about this, but like,
Mm,
we can get worked up about all this and look at it, but it doesn't really matter in the end because, like, Christ's going to save us in the end, and that, and, like, if the world ends, it really doesn't matter.
yeah,
So I don't really see
yeah,
much of a sense. Like, some of it's interesting. Like, I do kind of like Trump, like, as a person, and that, and, like, sure, he's made some mistakes. I like kind of watching some of it, but
mm,
I really don't watch the news, like, at all. It's just a
yeah,
waste of time. I like watching, and this is probably bad because it's only like a right wing kind of view because it's these certain podcasts. But I like just watching those, listening to those, and that one news guy he actually gives unbiased
mm,
news, and that's
yeah,
about all I listen to get
yeah.
news.
There's this one guy on Instagram, I forget his name, but uh, some of the stuff he takes a more conservative view, some of the stuff is more liberal view, and that's a good thing though because
Gives you more of a range of
yeah,
not
yeah,
just
you're
brainwashing
not
to
in an
one
echo
specific.
chamber where you're hearing the same stuff about
Exactly.
oh Trump is amazing, like Trump is next Jesus kind of stuff like that.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's too far.
that's just you're stupid,
Hmm.
or like Biden will save us all and all that stuff. I'm like, no, no, neither of them are gonna do anything.
Did you did your English class watch that video about it's called like the social dilemma? It's talking about phones, the issue with phones.
I don't think so. Tell me about it.
Well, basically it was like this kid he was watching stuff and it kept feeding him more stuff that he agreed with until he was ended up being someone who went to this protest and then he got arrested even though he didn't even do anything.
Mm-hmm.
So basically like I feel like a lot of people are doing that. Like the internet keeps feeding us stuff we like to keep us on it, so we only see one side and what we agree with,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what's pulling people farther and farther away in different spectrums and pulling us apart
Yeah,
and more divided. There's
yeah,
nobody really in the middle much anymore.
yeah. Well, it's great that you brought that up. That reminds me of I don't. I love Shram's class. Like
Hmm.
I liked how he played devil's advocate in everything. Like even if he agreed with you, like if you said abortion is wrong, he'd be like, but what about this? Like this specific case. And then you'd have to think of that social dilemma kind of thing.
Hmm.
And uh, I don't know. I just really like the way he teached. But
No, I think that was
anyway,
pretty good. Noah told me about him. I think he
yeah.
probably did a pretty good job.
Oh yeah. No, uh what you said reminded me of one time he showed us this chart. It was like in the 50s people, like the overlap between uh Democrats and Republicans was, you know, pretty big. And then now it's like two people.
Yeah,
It's like
sounds about
why?
right.
Like how did we get here? How did we divide so much? Like I know
It's their goal.
like yeah.
The people like not to get I was saying conspiracy, but like that one company that's do you know what company that is?
BlackRock.
Makes sense.
I know.
That
I know
owns
what you're thinking.
that
I know what you're
owns
thinking.
both of it. That's their whole goal is just to
Mm-hmm.
divide. And my dad was telling me about this, and I kind of he starts ranting about stuff sometimes. He's talking about BlackRock owning they own all these companies, majority of the shares, and that's why Bush is gone with all this pushing gay stuff and
Mm-hmm.
all these like Tractor Supply Co. pushes super woke agenda stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're
Yeah.
trying to push into John Deere too, is what he was talking
Come
about.
on, man.
Yeah, I know.
See, I just why is my question.
And like
Why?
those farmers aren't don't agree with that crap who buy from them.
No. I mean, yeah, there's farmers who are Democrats and farmers who are
Yeah, not
Republicans,
saying
but
there's not, but like
like
majority of farmers they're
I would think majority of farmers, especially in this area, would be against that.
hardcore.
Hardcore against that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like I don't want my kid being some blue haired liberal sissy. Yeah.
I don't know what their I don't even know what the goal is with that.
No.
They're just trying to get more money to just beat more stuff into people's heads and what
Yeah.
they did with Target. I don't know. I
And
haven't seen much with
Starbucks and
Target
all that
anymore,
stuff.
but what about Starbucks?
This is the same kind of stuff. Just
Yeah, I don't know. It's a
well, and
mess.
even on like commercials and stuff, like there's this one channel that runs old CBS shows, like the NCIS and all that stuff.
Hmm.
Um, and so I'll watch it every so often. Like I don't watch much, but it's like once a month. Uh, we'll sit down and watch it as like a family night or whatever. And on those commercials, it'll be like two guys kissing. It'll be a commercial about HIV and AIDS, and I'm like, maybe if you didn't like, you know, do that with another guy or another girl, or maybe if you just stayed abstinent, like maybe that would solve everything. Like it's a magic solution.
Yeah, I don't. It's this whole thing with diversity and inclusion and everything.
The DEI stuff.
I get it to an extent, like not having to have every single TV show just white people. But they bring it to the complete opposite, and it's like they start not hiring white people.
Yeah.
Then it's just
They've
like
shifted so hard that
now it's
reversed.
racist to the other side. Like
Yeah.
it's freaking
Well, and
stupid.
some people complain about stuff being racist, um, even though like it might be in whatever case it is, but sometimes it's just that person is the best for the role, or that person is best for the job.
I think that's what we should be looking at. We don't. Doesn't matter about the color of the skin, but who's best for the job.
Hmm. Yeah,
Quit factoring in the color of the skin, and then we'd have
yeah.
diversity.
Well, why is color of the skin even like? Why are we even looking at that in
That's
anything?
that's why
Like,
racism.
if you're a track athlete, why are we looking at if you're white or black? Like, if you're the fastest athlete, we're gonna pay you more,
Hmm
or we're gonna like give you more training or whatever it is.
Exactly. They try and like force it too much and do it like unnaturally by like forcing it. But if you just quit talking about racism, like eventually it's going to fade away and you're just going to naturally have normal inclusion. People are actually good at things, doing what they need to do on their own.
Hmm.
And that's what would solve it all, honestly.
It's definitely possible that that would work. Yeah,
This chair like rocks and roots around.
I don't. It's not like. Well, I don't know. I guess it's just that one, but
Everything. No, it doesn't.
no, it's like on the inside.
Oh,
It's the
what?
handle.
That's freaking weird. What the frick?
Yeah.
That is weird. I've never seen a chair like that.
Oh, it was weird at first, but then this one's different. The chair is different.
That
It's
chair's
got
different?
yeah, it's got like the recliner handle.
It looks like the same chair.
But it's the same everything, but it just has the handle on the side like a
Hmm
grandpa's recliner.
Yeah. So you excited for college and running in
Yeah.
college, or what are your thoughts?
Yeah.
You scared?
Sure. I mean,
Or are you like ready to be on
yeah.
your own?
I mean, that's a lot to unpack, honestly. Like, I have mixed emotions about everything.
Hmm
Um, of course, I'm nervous. First time I'm on my own. Uh, and I mean, I move in 20, no,
What's the date?
18 days.
When do
It's
you
like
move out?
August 9th or August 10th.
Oh, that's when my cousin moves out too. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, that first week after that, so that's a Friday or a Saturday. And then that next week is just everything's with the team, like getting to know people. We have a team camp where we go to this campground like 4 hours north and just camp
Get to
out and
know
have
people.
fun. Yeah.
So you have a whole week full of icebreakers and that rot.
No, it's no. We just get to mess around and have fun, and
Yeah.
coach lets us go off and do our own thing. But we still work hard and we do our runs and all that stuff. And then we come back and school starts. So
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
and I haven't told you yet, but I'm rooming with Miles.
So he is
Yeah, that
actually
was
going there.
official. That was official as of 3 days ago. No, 2 days ago.
And 2 days is probably gonna change again then.
I hope not. Honestly, that's a huge headache.
It probably will with
Like,
him.
I just want them to figure it out because we were supposed to get our housing assignments 2 months ago.
Really?
Yeah.
But have you been waiting on him?
No, we've been waiting on the housing people to
Oh,
get it
okay. I
figured
was gonna
out.
say, don't wait on someone
No,
for
no,
your
no, no, no,
future.
no. No, I've had that conversation with him, and he was like, yeah, I understand. Like, that'll be fine.
That's
But,
good.
um, yeah, like the housing people just took forever. And then we finally got it. And I'm like, well, nice. Now we have less than a month to communicate and like say, okay, who's bringing this, who's bringing that. Like,
hmm So what is it? Two-person little dorm or apartment
yeah,
thing or?
it's an apartment, so and it's the cheapest housing option too, so it's pretty nice. We have two people on this side with a full bathroom, two people on this side with full bathroom, and then in the middle is a
Oh, so it's kind of like four.
yeah, it's four people to an apartment, um, and like just your normal dorm, but it's a little bit bigger,
Mm-hmm.
on either side with a bathroom, like a nice bathroom. Like when we toured, I'm like, are you sure this is like my apartment? Like, holy
That's
moly!
good.
And then the middle, you have a full kitchen, full dining room, and a lounge area, like a living room. So
There
for
you go.
1,600 a semester, as the cheapest housing option, that's real nice.
How much is your tuition
Oh, I got a bunch of scholarships, and it's like 4 or 5 grand
a month
a month.
or a
A
semester?
semester. I
Okay.
was like, whoa.
Sorry, I'm thinking of like.
Who's like rent? Yeah. I was like, who's paying
Yeah,
5 grand a month?
I don't freaking know, bro.
I mean, people going to Mizzou, I don't know, but
Yeah, who
stuff's
even knows?
expensive.
There's so many people from our school that are going to Mizzou. I'm like, dude,
No, I thought it was like
if I had to go to a school,
75% of my engineering class was going to Mizzou. I mean,
yeah,
it's a great engineering school, but
that's good. But
and they're
it's
all
just
gonna
the
have
fact
each
of
other.
like, if I'm gonna go off to school, I want like I moved away, bro. Like I want to get away from people. Like I'm gonna want to get away from people. I don't want to go away to school, pay for that, and then have to see these same
Mm-hmm.
freaking people from
Yeah.
high school.
Well,
Like, bro,
it's good to see a couple of the same
it's good
people,
if you
just
got your
some friendly
friends, so you can,
faces, and
yeah.
yeah. Well, even if I went to Mizzou and engineering, like I'm not best friends with everybody in that engineering class, but I'd say every person in there, like, yeah, I would hang out with them. Like
Hmm.
I don't know, just like grab a coffee or something. I don't know. They don't run, so I wouldn't run, but
Yeah,
I don't know. But I
yeah.
would hang out with them any given day. Like they're nice people, but I'm not like best friends with them. I wouldn't drive 7 hours for them, but
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I don't know.
Let
I
me.
like that Miles is coming to USI with me just so like we have the same classes, same professors.
Really?
Oh yeah. I mean it's different days, different hours, but
That
uh
still is good. You can.
mhm.
You're gonna have to help Miles.
He scored really high on his
Really?
yeah, his AccuPlacer for calc. He took like a it was like everything but algebra and calculus, and then it was an algebra
I think maybe it's just math that
test.
he
Like
struggles with. I don't know.
no, but he scored amazing on the math test.
Really?
Yeah, he was supposed to get like a 250, and he got like a 275. And that's
Maybe he just doesn't try. I don't know.
well, yeah, because they told him the conversion on that was a 1410 on his SAT,
Dang,
and I'm like, no way. Like
bro.
there's no way that's actually accurate.
What's the highest on the SAT? Like 16?
1600. But on my SAT, I had calculus, so I don't know
He
how
didn't.
that works. Yeah, he said he didn't, and I thought it was the same test. So I don't
Maybe
know.
he did have like a little bit, but it wasn't a big problem that he would realize that it is. I don't know.
Yeah,
Who knows?
I have no idea.
They're
But
probably
like my
mixed up
PSAT was
tests.
low, and then I mean my SAT wasn't the greatest either. But
What was it?
1400 is insane. Like what did Schmidt get? 14. Yeah, 14
Mine
something.
was terrible, bro. I'm not even
1460.
gonna say what it
Well,
was.
then I don't want to say what mine was.
That's okay. That's fair. I'll agree to that.
No, somebody. I'm not gonna say names, of course, but I know of someone that got like a 900. It was either 960, 980. But I'm like, dude, there's no way you're getting into.
Don't you get 600 points to put your name on?
Yeah,
Bruh.
yeah.
Why is that
I don't
even a
know.
thing? Like, shouldn't the name be no points and then you just make the score lower? Like, that
I have
doesn't
no
make any
idea.
sense, bro.
Make it a 160 question test, 10 points each. Each problem's 10 points, and then move on.
I don't know. You know, they do all kinds of math,
Oh,
mumbo
I know.
jumbo
It's
crap to
stupid.
make it
It's
super hard
stupid.
and dumb.
Well, because there's English and math, and I don't know.
Frick that
Too
crap.
technical for me. It's just, it is
I
what it is,
took
and I
the
move on.
I took the SAT once, took the ACT twice. The second time, I already knew I wasn't going to college, but my mom already signed me up for it, so I pretty much
Yeah.
took it for no reason.
Well, you definitely did worse the second time, though.
No, I did the same because the first time, which is weird because the first time we had that Mascuda track meet
Mm-hmm.
that day before, and then right after the track meet, we left, went to Arkansas. I got up the next morning, like 8 o'clock after I was up till 1 a. Went in 1:30 the night before. Went and I
Golly.
took it in Arkansas, and I got the same
You
score
got the
that
same
I
score?
did. Yeah,
Goodness.
for real.
That's odd to me,
It
but
is low key rock score
I
too.
guess consistency, I guess, but
Yeah, consistency of terrible. The one time I had no sleep, the second time there was not much motivation to it. I still tried a little bit.
Yeah,
Well, I tried, but
I mean, if you don't need the score, then I
it's not like I
guess,
was stressing. I don't know.
yeah.
I never stress about tests, anyways. It's like whatever happens, happens. We'll figure it out.
Hmm.
I feel like
Yeah,
that's
and
low
that's something
key.
I need to do better at in college because uh, mom and dad won't always be there to hound me on you. You have to get good grades. You have to get good grades. So I have to find that balance of studying versus uh,
Hmm.
running and having a social life. And
Yeah.
so I feel like in high school I did an okay job at that, but there was nights where I had to say a lot of nights that I told people, no, I can't hang out, or no, I'm not going to a football game or whatever because I had a race the next morning, or I had so much calc homework that I had no idea what I'm doing.
Now I
And
get,
like,
and it's hard sometimes because you're like everybody else is out having fun and you're
mm-hmm,
stuck here at home doing
yeah,
crap you don't even want to do.
like we had practice at 6 in the morning, and I'm like, I don't really want to be up late, and so I just stopped doing my calc homework. And I'm like, you know, an 83 is okay.
Hmm.
Like for one homework grade, it'll be all right. But then that I can't have that happen every time.
Yeah.
You know, like you get points just for finishing it. Like I don't
I
know.
get when it's like that, dude. I get to the point where I just put random crap down
Oh yeah. Well,
because if
the
it's a
thing was, it
crunch,
was.
if you get enough practicing in, because that's the whole point of it, then
Mm,
you're good. You just put random crap if you don't have time. That's
well,
how
yeah,
I
but like
approach
if
it.
you keep getting it wrong, then you need to
Oh well, yeah.
keep
Then you
doing it.
need to
Yeah, yeah,
work
yeah.
on that. But if it's something
But
easy,
it
then
was
it's
like,
like whatever.
yeah, yeah. So it would take points for the right answers, and then you would get points for your work. It was two different grades.
Oh okay.
Yeah, so I needed the points for the correct answers. So that's when we would call people up and be like, "Hey, can you help me with this?"
Yeah.
Or wink, wink, like, help me, just give me the answers. But
Hmm.
yeah,
Chat
I
GPT.
tried. No, I didn't use any of that in high school.
I've never used that either.
I mean, I want to understand what I'm doing, so I
Now
don't
during
have to
COVID, I did
fail the
use
test.
photo math and crap because it really did not matter. But
Well, like if I need to know like the process of how to do it, or like if the way that the teacher or professor is teaching it doesn't make sense to me, photo math, or there's another app I found
I
that
know there's a couple Mathway or whatever.
Mathway is another,
There's some Wolf one. I forgot what it's called.
Wolfram Alpha or
I
something like
guess
that.
I.
Yeah. Um, like I'll go on all of those and see what different ways they solve it, and then I'll
Hmm.
see like, oh, that one doesn't make sense, but this one does, so I'm gonna just use this one and keep going with it. Or
Hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, it can
I kept
honestly.
all my calc papers,
It
so
can
I'm
be
like,
a
I need to
helper.
know.
It can be a helper to like teach you and stuff. I use like YouTube sometimes for some of the math.
Yeah,
There's
the
this
Indian dudes.
no, this dude was named like Brian McLogan or something. He was
Yes,
this
yep,
white that bald
yep,
dude.
the bald dude.
He's pretty good
Yep,
actually.
and it's like 30 seconds. The
Yeah,
video's like
it,
30
it
seconds to
wasn't that
two
long.
minutes, and then yeah,
I think that's what got me through freaking honors geometry.
yeah,
Yeah, that was the
yeah.
only honors math course I took, and I was like, I'm never doing this again. I definitely
Well,
couldn't.
that's a weed out course.
It's the hardest one, probably.
No, calc's the hardest for sure.
Yeah, probably. I didn't take it, so
Calc,
I don't know.
honors geometry, and then probably trig, then algebra. But yeah,
I'm really good at
it just
algebra.
weeds you out because if you don't have the motivation to ask questions, or ask like the teacher or your peers questions, or look it up and
Hmm.
try and find the answers and how to do it, then you're not gonna go on to
Well,
higher honors classes.
I'm not a school person, so
Yeah,
it was not
which
for
is
me.
okay. School's not for everybody.
That's why stats like that class. I mean, you go to get yourself college credit, and I'm not going to college, so like, there's so much stuff where it's like you got to spend this time studying, and like the practice tests. Like we had so many that were like an entire AP test we had to do in like 2 nights. We had to have that done. I'm like, bro, like it's a class where you have to be someone who's going to dedicate your life to school. Like, that's not who I am,
Yeah,
bro. I'm like, frick that.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's why.
I did still get credit though.
Hey, so if you ever decide you want to I doubt you'll decide to go back to school, but
I don't think
if you
so,
do, you
dude.
don't have to take stats.
We'll see what happens with
Might
this
have been 20 years
job
ago,
thing.
but
For real.
yeah. No, college is definitely going to be better, I think, than high school just because I have more free time. And like I was talking with
You think you'll have more free time?
more so than high school, just because I'm not in class for 8 hours a day and then
True.
going to practice for 3 hours and then coming home exhausted. Half the time I would be so tired I'd come in, take a shower, a warm shower because it feels good, and then you get out of the shower and you fall asleep because you're just so tired.
Mm-hmm.
And then I realize, oh shoot, like it's 9:30. Like I go to bed early, earlier than a lot of people, and I'm like,
Me too, yeah.
10 is about the max I'll do. 10:30 if it's really bad. And so I'm like, shoot, I'm like I gotta get my homework done, and then I just do crappy on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think having my classes spread out will be so much easier.
For
And
real.
like my Thursday, Friday, I have 4 classes total. It's two on Thursday, two on Friday, and the two that are on Thursday are like just the gen ed courses. It's like University 101 and communications.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can get that stuff done easy, and then I can focus on my chemistry and my engineering and calc and all that stuff. And so, uh, like if I have all that free time, I can get stuff done, and then I don't know, be more efficient with my time, and I
No, I
can
know what you
relax
mean.
more. Maybe take a nap when I
True.
actually have time.
True. Another good thing with college is like usually you're around more people that like you're like because you're going into the same thing.
Yeah, I think.
That is one good thing I can say about it.
Yeah, I mean, me and my three
Connections you can make.
roommates. Yeah, yeah, for sure. And me and my three roommates are all engineering majors. So we can all ask each other questions. And one
Mm-hmm.
of them's going to be a junior. Um, the other one that's in the other room is Jackson from CM. You remember him? Kind of the guy that me and we're going back and forth. And
I can't remember.
Coleman.
I don't remember,
I don't
dude.
know, but uh,
I don't know
he's
that many
mechanical
running names.
engineering too, and then me and Miles. So
Okay.
I got a pretty good group around me. And coach is really good about that. He groups the engineering majors together. He groups the uh, business majors together, the
How is a
nursing
coach?
majors. He's awesome.
That's good.
Yeah, like hands down, best coach I visited with. Um, some boys at CM this year, like Dutton and Noggle, are going to Illinois Springfield uh, in the fall,
What
up
college
in
is that?
UIS.
UIS.
Yeah, I feel like it's smaller. It's
Off-brand
D2.
USI.
It's off-brand Illinois.
Yeah, true.
uh, it is their sub campus though, and
Okay.
so uh, I talked with the coaches there at one point, and the coach at USI coached the one at UIS.
Really?
Yeah, and he was like a multi-time national champ. He qualified for the Olympic trials in the marathon. Like,
Dang.
dude is crazy fast. And so I went to his coach, and I'm like, "Hey, can I have a spot?" I was like, "Yeah, hit 940, you're good." Like, all right, or 945, but
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm really excited to see where I can go in the next, you know, 5 months, and then in track how much faster I can get.
True. I'm excited for
Because
you, bro.
I'll be running like 5K, 10K,
Mm-hmm.
kind of stupid, crazy distances. 25 laps on the track.
You'll get used to it. It's no different than us going from middle school 1.2
Well,
rinky dink to 3.
well, that was like 1.8 3K cross country race to a 3 mile. It's like a little under 2 to 3. This is 3 to 6. That's a big jump.
That's
But
true.
I don't know. I'll get used to it, and
You will. I know you
yeah,
will.
I mean I'm already running 10 miles every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Bro,
Monday, Wednesday, Friday is 10 miles.
that actually like kills
Tuesday,
me.
Thursday, my workouts are like 15. And then on Saturday, my long run just keeps getting more and
How
more.
long is it?
I think, well, yesterday I ran 12.
It's 12 and your regular ones runs 10?
Yeah.
Bro, what? How's that considered a long run? It's only 2 miles more.
Well, so last week those 10-mile runs were 9, so it's like 3 mile difference. So this week my long run will be 13. Then next week it'll be 14, and it just keeps going up.
Oh, okay.
It sucks, but
Yeah.
it's what I gotta do. So
I mean, you definitely are adapting to it. Takes time.
yeah, my legs don't hurt.
They don't.
They hurt after workouts. They don't hurt after the long runs as much anymore, but they're still sore. Like I was in the ice bath 3 times yesterday
Bro.
after the workout or
For
after the long run. Yeah,
dang.
like goodness.
That's a lot. When we're only used to running 3 miles and you're going to 10 miles every single day.
Yeah.
Like, I remember those 10-mile long runs from cross this year, like, would whoop my butt.
Yeah, the one time that me and you run in the rain and
Yeah.
the triangle
That one
loop.
wasn't that bad, but like the very first one where we met at my house and like, dude, I fell off hard.
Oh yeah,
Like, that was bad.
yeah, you did. You're going like 9-minute pace by the end of it.
Yeah, for real,
No,
dude. I
hey, but
was
that's the fun times that you remember though.
true. Not fun in the moment though.
Well,
I remember so many times getting back in the cross, like running in the neighborhood. I literally be running like 2 miles and like telling myself every time, I'm never doing this again. Like, bro, literally 2 miles. It's like,
it's just 2 miles. Just get it done, and then you come back home and you're dying.
for real. No, 2 miles is nothing compared to what we do anymore.
No, no,
Especially what you do now. Frick, bro.
yeah. 2 miles is like you better be able to run 2 miles with your eyes closed. But
Mm-hmm.
we were talking with Miles' dad, Dave, at the farm yesterday. He goes, "Yeah, when I was a freshman at EIU back in the '90s, like we had to run for an hour on the track, and um, if we didn't hit 10 miles in that hour, you were made fun of by everybody, including the coaches." And I'm like, I'm not sure if I raced right now, I could hit 10 miles in an hour. Like I
Bro.
was doing tempo workout on Tuesday, and I was dying, and I was at like 620 pace,
Wait,
and
what
my
pace would you have
tempo
to run to like hit 10 miles?
in an
Six
hour is
minutes?
6 minutes.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm stupid.
Yeah. Well, no, you're not, but
Yeah, that,
no.
dude, that is freaking, that's kind of
Like
rough.
my tempo pace is supposed to be like 5:30, and I'm running 50 seconds slower.
50 seconds slower.
Yeah, it's like 5:30 at the minimum.
Dang.
Like at the fastest, it's like 5:10 if I'm like doing shorter intervals. But holy crap, it freaking sucks.
Yeah, that would actually kill me, bro. I'm still trying to run every day right now, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's rough.
What?
I'm just trying to, I mean, I'm running just like 7:30, like chill, like
Yeah. How far? It's
about
like
like six, five
miles.
or six.
Dang.
And try to.
Attaboy.
Need to. I feel like running isn't like, I don't know. I was gonna kind of quit for a while and just focus on lifting only,
Mm-hmm.
but it just like keeps you lean. It's just good for you. And I
Yeah.
remember, yeah, Dave was saying before I left there, like how that's like what's kept him in shape. Like everybody complains about your knees are gonna go out, but it doesn't.
Yeah. Well, it strengthens your knees just because they get
Mm-hmm.
used to the impact so quickly,
Exactly.
and with the uh, cushion on the shoes anymore, it helps your knees adapt. And then once your knees are adapted, the shoes are gone, and you have to get another pair. So,
Sure.
but
How do
yeah.
you feel now that I think we might have talked about this a little bit on
Mm-hmm.
the last one we tried to do that deleted, but
Oh yeah.
how you feel that high school's all over now? It's like new chapter and all that.
Uh, you know, there's some things I look back and I'm like, yeah, that was awesome. There's some things that I look back and I'm like, kind of regret that, or not doing whatever, saying whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and whatnot. But it all worked out great in the end.
Yeah,
I'm going to a great school under a great coach, um, with one of my best friends. So
that's good.
I mean, I can't complain at all. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's sad to leave and stuff, but uh, I'm a
Yeah.
little different than you in that. But
No, I get it.
yeah, when you were trying to, I know you said before like you were trying to emotionally detach from this place,
Well, not really.
so
I
that
didn't try to. It just kind
well,
of like happened.
it just kind of happened, uh, and stuff like what was it like the summer or the fall of last year? Like
No, it was honestly like,
just
well,
before that?
it was starting to happen before that. I mean, I've always hated school, but
Yeah,
it was starting to happen before that when I was kind of getting tired of people and just wanting to leave. But yeah, it
yeah,
was kind of a lot of events that happened probably in the fall that kind
yeah.
of
But did you
really
ever
sealed that.
have like what did you go through when that was happening?
Not to sound like poor me, but just like feeling alone, I guess, because like didn't feel like many people like had the same views as me, and just like there wasn't that many people like me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you just couldn't find a group.
Yeah, not
Kind of.
really.
Yeah,
Everybody just kind of changed, and
I feel that. Yeah,
hmm
yeah,
I mean, I'm not saying it's not many places anywhere else. I mean, there's idiots everywhere, but
yeah, yeah,
I just I've traveled a lot with my family. My family likes to go places, and I've just kind of like seen the world and realized like there's a whole world out there while everybody here is just kind of stuck in their own little like clicky drama bull crap. And like, bro, you live in Illinois.
yeah.
You live in Southern Illinois. There ain't nothing here. Like, who cares, bro?
Like
It's
nothing crazy is
insignificant.
going on here.
Exactly.
Yeah, uh,
It's, there's just more out there, and I want to go see stuff.
yeah.
That's the main thing. And I felt like every time I went and traveled and I come back, I'd be like, dang, bro, I was a lot happier when I was gone. Like, I'd come back and like, oh, this place again.
Yeah. Well, part of that's like the vacation mindset or whatever. Like,
That's
oh, I'm
true.
getting away. I get to relax, and
True.
you don't worry about everything. And
No,
the
you're
other
right.
part of it is,
I feel like
like you're
it was
saying,
more extreme than that. Like, I don't know.
yeah.
Did not like it here. I didn't.
Oh,
Like a
now
lot
you're in
of family and
Arkansas,
people
and
here, but yeah.
yeah.
And I'm not saying Arkansas is amazing either.
Mhm.
I mean, there's pros and cons. I mean, I'm gonna miss a lot of the bike trails that we have here and that, but like, I don't know. It's mainly like the family there makes the home too, but like, I still do want to move away. I want to move to where I want to live. That feels like home.
Mhm.
I'm glad that my family and my home base will be Arkansas. Then come and see them
Yeah.
on holidays and just whenever. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Holidays and
Holidays, yeah,
you're already adapting.
sort of, maybe.
Oh, but that's great, man. It's great that you have a place down there where your family's all at, and
For
you know, yeah.
it is. I'm looking forward to your future too, bro. It's gonna be cool.
Oh yeah,
Gotta keep in touch.
of
You
course,
gotta.
man. I need to check and see how far
I think I
you're
mapped it.
at
I'm pretty sure
from
it's like
Evansville.
seven
7?
hours.
That's not that bad.
Mm-hmm.
I think Paducah's like 4.
From you.
Yeah,
What does Paducah mean?
Kentucky.
Yeah, but why are you talking about
It's
Paducah?
like,
Do I
oh
live
wait,
in
no,
Paducah?
Memphis. Memphis.
Oh,
Sorry,
Memphis. I
it
was
was
like,
Memphis.
bro, what?
My bad.
No, you're good. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's like seven and some change. I'm pretty sure I just have to somehow I get over to 55, probably about Walnut Ridge and go over. I don't even know.
Yeah. No, I just take
It's
from here. I
55.
just take 64 all the way down.
Yeah,
But
55 is a decent ways away from us. You have to go way over east to Memphis to get to it.
oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah. But thanks for doing this with me, Pace. I feel
yeah,
like
of course.
this is pretty
Hey,
good.
after the last one deleted, I'm like,
For real.
what the
If
heck?
there's an issue with this mic screen, your mic screen, I think we're
All
good.
right, good. I
Thanks for
should be
going.
okay.
It was good seeing you though, bro. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Always
We'll
welcome.
stay in touch for sure.